Hello everyone, it's Tewty, and we're back for a different type of episode. I'm here to talk about like a new series I kind of want to do, but this one's not going to have like a release schedule or anything. It's just going to be like, oh, I have this cool idea and I want to talk about it. So, well, let's make another video. It's not going to be ASMR, it's not going to be Tootie Tunes, it's just going to be me talking about a specific subject. And today I wanted to talk about the upgrade events right there. And the fastest way to clear them, the fastest way to get them going, so that way when you want to farm like an ass load of legendary essence, which I am currently trying to pull off right now, you know the best way to go about it that'll save you the most time, the way you can get it done without spending your entire day on this game, right? That's the whole point. So let's talk about teams first and like how we want to roll with the punches, right? So we're gonna go in order. There are 6 legendary or upgrade events, and there's 6 tabs for teams. So I have it all set up in a way where we have our team availability to win the day or whatever. So this team right here, what I'm looking for when I'm building a team for upgrade events is a character with a high damage third ability or fourth, if they have a fourth ability, that is an AoE. Because when you put the game on auto, it the AI likes to prioritize the final ability in the skill set, and it moves towards the left hand side of the ability. So the basic attack is only used if it has 0 other abilities to use in most cases. And so that way, when you put this on auto, these characters are just going to use their AoE, wipe out whatever waves is right in front of you. And all 4 of these characters do have an AoE attack that is high damage on their third ability. The reason that Red Hood is not leader in this position is because his leadership actually causes a little bit of a delay, and we'll show you that, but it's just extra time wasted, and you don't need it because you're going to be wiping like every 10 seconds, and you're gonna clear these events within less than 20 seconds, and that's the goal, unless it's obviously like the 5th node, which it does take a little bit. It's still doable. But yeah, his leadership, when someone dies, it like tracks that they died and then reduces the enemy turn meter, and then the AI enemy disappears finally. So it takes like a 2-second delay every time you kill someone, with the Red Hood in the leadership position. So I just put him, since he's got a high damage AoE attack now, in a non-leader position for legendary events specifically. Now, this team is specifically set up for the Heroic Rings legendary upgrade event. That way, they're all ringed out and geared up and everything, so they're all G11 and ready to just wipe teams. And that's why I picked them. But there is a character that in this game that is the king of PvE, like absolutely incredible at PvE. And the problem is that he's meta character, which if you watch my videos, you know that I'm very anti-meta. Like, why meta? Like, play for fun, enjoy yourself. Obviously some meta characters are fun, but even if you don't like the meta like me and you hate this character, you need to gear him. You have to, because like he will save you so much time, and that character is Black Adam. Black Adam is so good at clearing waves in this game. This is my villain ring event, upgrade event team. It's literally just Black Adam. That's it. Just Black Adam. Because he can wipe those waves like you wouldn't believe. He's so good at it. And he doesn't need anybody else. That's him. And this way you don't waste time letting other characters on your team go have a turn. You don't need them, because he will AoE after AoE after AoE, and who gives a shit about your other team members? Because if they take a turn, you're wasting 5 seconds, which you could be using to roll into another event. So this is our Legendary Essence team, and you're probably wondering, like, you just talked to Black Adam like you wouldn't believe. Why did you put Wonder Woman on the team with him? And that's because of the fact that on the Legendary Essence missions, there is a Deathstroke, and Deathstroke has like 5-ish awarenesses on him. And these two kind of mesh super well together. The way that they attack the characters means that Black Adam never has to deal with those awarenesses, because Wonder Woman POT does take care of them. And we'll show you that when we go through the Legendary event, why they like just kind of work together and make it faster, because if he was just by himself, then he'd have to take 5 separate turns just to get rid of all those awarenesses, and that's not efficient at all. So we want to make sure that it is as efficient as possible, so we're not wasting as much time farming Legendary Essence all the time, because we need to get hundreds of thousands of Legendary Essence in order to L5 all these characters, and we don't have time for that. So this is my energy team, and unfortunately the energy team characters do not have a Black Adam-esque character, so I once again filled the team with a character that has a high damage AoE ability. You've seen Stargirl and Green Lantern already before, but Starfire and Supergirl obviously have very similar abilities in that respect. So, and then, oh, that's not what I wanted to press. I'm going to move my little face over here. That's a weird angle, because now I'm like looking up into this little corner over there, and it's like, wait, but I'm talking about all this down here. So, how about here? Maybe. I don't know. So, this is my Mystic team, which is very similar to my Legendary Essence team, because of the fact that, once again, there is awareness in the Legendary Upgrade event. So we need to nix that. We need to be efficient. We need to team up and have someone to help take care of that. And then this is my red team, which it doesn't have to be these characters. It doesn't. I use this team because of the fact that they're quick AoEs. The AoEs are like lickety-split. The whale might take a little bit longer time, so if you have a red that deals faster AoE damage, by all means do it. I did once upon a time have, where'd he go, this Deadshot Suicide Squad on the team, but his AoE takes so long. Like, he's just like, he has so much flair with his guns that it's like almost too long, and we don't have time for that. So I took him out, despite the fact that it's a very high damage AoE, and I just removed him from the equation, and I added the whale. I want to see here, 1 second. My phone's on like this tentacle thing holding up my phone, so it's like jiggly. Oh, I hit Mystic. Oh shit, I just hit the home back button. Everything's right next to each other, and I have fat ass fingers, so try not to do shit like that. Okay, so Connor has a very fast AoE ability. I don't know how strong it hits yet. He's only L2. So I'm hoping that when I gear him up faster, that ability will hit a bit harder. But we're not there yet, so we don't know. Ares also, not Ares, Atrocitus, sorry, has a good hitting AoE, but the problem with him is that he'll enrage all your characters, which is not efficient, because then they're not using their AoEs, they're using their basic attacks. So we don't want to use him at all, even in the non-leader position, because as soon as he gets his turn, he's going to enrage your characters. We don't want that. I did include Stripe, though, because Stripe is very good at, like, say your team's AoE isn't good enough, if it, like, leaves one character alive, Stripe will more than likely use his, like, jump ability on surviving enemies and execute them, basically. That way, you can keep rolling. And that's why I like him in this. He's not Black Adam good, but he's a very efficient gear farmer in that respect. So we don't want to use like super fast assassin characters like Robin, simply because of the fact that he is very fast, but he's single target attacks. And also Robin just kind of like every time someone dies, he has to use his invisibility ability, and it's annoying to watch, so we just don't want to do that. But yeah, so those are the 6 event teams that I want to use, but let's show you exactly why we do that, and how efficient it is. Let's start with this ring one and see. I actually haven't done the ring events in a long time because of the fact that whatchamacallit, I just speed force them. I speed force the ring abilities all the time. The only real gear I farm without Speed Force is Legendary Essence. I do sometimes, if I'm trying to preserve Legendary Essence, I will whip out like the teams and actually go through it, but then I won't be farming as much because it is time consuming and I have a life to get to. But as you can see, I'm on auto right now. This is a 5-wave thing, but I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to explain something, but I'm pretty sure they all just AoE'd every wave as we went along, and it was lickety split. Some of these characters, like Green Lantern, Jon Stewart, what's her name, Stargirl, and Mary, their second ability, it has it's like a self buff, and it's kind of hard to find a character that has damage on every single ability that they use, but especially ones whose third ability is an AoE. It's hard to find. So let's watch this again just so I can pay attention this time. It's kind of warm in my room all the time. It's just always hot. I have a fan, but I feel like if it's turned on, then you guys are going to hear it and it's going to be annoying. So I just don't do that. Okay, so Stargirl opens with AoE. Mary opens with AoE. Red Hood opens with AoE. For some reason doesn't kill him. I'm going to probably switch him out for Stripe then, because whatchamacallit, we don't need people wasting time with not killing, right? So let's switch him out with Stripe. Other than that though, this 5th wave is always going to take a little bit longer because their AoEs are gone, right? They use them to clear out those first 4 waves, so that one's always going to take a bit longer, unfortunately. Actually, we should try that one more time and just input Stripe and see how that works out. Take out Red Hood. Physical, hero. There he is. Stripe is a very good character, and he will eventually be a Tewty Toon. But we are not there yet, unfortunately. He's a recent character, so let's wait till he disappears a little bit. Alright. AoEs, everybody's AoEing. He AoEs, he does successfully kill them all, which is what we wanted in the first place. And this right here, see, he's going to start hopping before it's even his turn. And he's going to execute those characters that still survive. So he's going to make everything more efficient as long as it's the hero ring upgrade event or the physical one. I still wouldn't use him for Legendary Essence just because Black Adam does it so much better. But let's look at the villain one just to see how efficient that one is and if we need to switch anybody out. We probably don't need to switch anybody out, but we might want to put someone in. I haven't, like I said, I haven't done this one in a long time, so if there is awareness on this team, I will probably put in Wonder Woman POT just to help him get through that. But I've also been preaching the fact that you want a character that opens with an AoE. Black Adam actually opens with a single target ability, but because it grants him so much turn meter, he just eviscerated all 5 of those waves in 10 seconds? I wasn't counting, but maybe I should get a timer ready. I'm at my computer right now. I'm just going to whip it up. Timer. Keep my face in the circle. Let's see here. Got an app coming up. Here's a timer. We're going to reset it. No, I want a countdown timer. Crudola. I should have been more prepared. I'm so sorry for this. Stopwatch. Let's do a stopwatch. Okay, let's do that with a stopwatch. And as soon as it starts, I will click the play button. Here we go. Timer is on, and we're going. AoE everything. Just kill everybody, please and thank you. That is your job. One more AoE to finish it off. And that was 16 seconds exactly. Here, let me see if you can... Can you see that? 16 seconds exactly. Cool. Glad you saw that. And also my double chin as I pulled that phone around. Oh, hello. Sitting on my volume button now. Beautiful. I don't even know. I'll just leave it there. Look at my double chin all night if you want. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'm actually going to move that a little bit. Alright, so Legendary Essence. Let's look at that one. This is the one where we want to include POT because of the fact of this first wave. This first wave is going to be Deadshot Hired Gun and Deathstroke. And because of the fact that Wonder Woman is actually faster than Black Adam, and she's in the leader position, she needs to be in the leader position, her AI will always focus Deadshot Hired Gun before she focuses Deathstroke. So she's going to kill off Deadshot Hired Gun right away. And then she's going to remove all the awarenesses off Deathstroke with her second attack. That leaves him open for Black Adam's first single target ability, right? And that's why I take her, because she sets him up to start rolling. And I don't think she even gets another turn until like the third or fourth wave, because Black Adams just keeps rolling. So I'm going to time it this time. And as soon as it starts, we will click the start button. I won't show you this time because now I've built up some integrity with you. Alright, it has started. And we are rolling with the punches. AoE after AoE after AoE. Fourth wave. She finally gets a turn after 4 waves. And last wave, dead. 19 seconds. 19.76 seconds. So, very efficient. It's going to take you roughly 60 seconds to do Legendary Essence runs. So 1 minute per 3 runs. Within an hour-ish, you have probably over, that's 60 times 220. I'll roll with the math here in a little bit. I'll get a calculator out too. Calculator. So 60 minutes times 2400 equals 144,000 Legendary Essence. So it's probably give or take a little bit depending on how fast you are with your fingers. But that's probably one of your most efficient ways of farming that Legendary Essence. And you probably don't want to spend all day farming it anyway, and 100,000 is generally enough to get you where you want to be most of the time. Not all the time. So let's go into science or energy, whatever you want to call it, the green affinity. We're going to move into that one. We'll see how efficient this team is rolling. I'll get my timer ready. Timer is ready. It is rolled back to 0.00 seconds. And it started. I feel like Supergirl's AoE could be shorter. Those two survive, I wonder. And then that wastes Starfire AoE. I wonder if this could be more efficient, actually, now that I think about it. Stargirl's AoE should generally kill them. But the reason I want to keep Supergirl on the team is because she has that heal immunity, which will really help keep Grundy dead. Because I've had Grundy revive on me like 5 times before in this event. And just having her on this team will actually prevent that from happening. That was about 42 seconds, so that could probably be a little bit more efficient. Let's find a different green than Stargirl, because it was her AoE that didn't work out. So let's try Terra. Let's see if Terra's AoE is strong enough. And started. Boom. Those are some tanky blues, man. I need to find an AoE that doesn't waste Starfire right there. The problem is that with that revive, I don't know if anyone is gonna, like, even if Terra killed that entire wave with her AoE, Swamp Thing would have still come back. And then Starfire would still use her AoE against him. So maybe if I find a fourth person, I'm seriously considering. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'd have to really do some research. That was about the exact same time. It was like 42, 43 seconds of farming. That's going to make me do some thinking. It's going to make me do some thinking. So we are going to move on, because I don't want to waste your time. And this is the Mystic one. And once again, we're going to swing back into Wonder Woman, POT, and Black Adam. My timer has been reset. Sometimes I also like to throw in whoever I'm gearing up into this, just to like test out damage, speed, how well they do, how well they farm, because if you don't use them at least once, you won't know if they're like fast enough to do any of this. Right now, the current person my current Mystic that I'm gearing is Aquaman, the King of Atlantis one, not Rider of the King Tide. And then after that will be Spectre. So unless this month's, the December reworks, which haven't popped out yet, are one of them's a Mystic, I don't know, yet. So I did not time that because I was stupid and I was talking and I got distracted. But it was very similar to a legendary event, so it was probably closer to that 19 seconds that we're used to. So we're going to back to the other events. And we're going to move on to physical, because we haven't looked at that one yet. And we'll see how efficient this one is. Because Two-Face has a very, very quick AoE that is high damage. Beast Boy's probably going to go first because he's a little faster now. And then if anyone, like I said earlier, if no one finishes the job, Stripe is going to come in, hopefully, with that healing stomp that we all like to see. Oh, or Beast Boy's out of turn attack, maybe, too. That could also help. I feel like I got some lag going here right now. I don't know why. And his out of turn attack on his own abilities are just going to help. So this is very efficient. Once again, I'm stupid and did not time it. So we're going to go through this one more time and we'll time it. If my stuff doesn't freeze, that would be nice. Okay. Let's try it. Not freeze, buddy. Don't freeze on me. Alright. Fingers on the trigger on the timer. Unfortunately, some of those out-of-turn attacks are RNG based. So, timer has started. Making some good progress. We got an out-of-turn attack from Stripe there. Stripe single-handedly kills a whole wave. Good, we don't have to worry about Doomsday reviving either because of Red Hood. And that's that. And that was, 27 seconds? 27. So, not as efficient as Black Adam because everyone has to have a turn, because they don't get to keep rolling like Black Adam does. But 27 seconds is not that bad, especially with the green one being like the longest time spent farming. That one I'm going to have to think about for a little longer because they do throw in that revive, which is going to upset me because that means I can't just wave after wave after wave. I have to waste an AoE on one character. I'll get back to you on that one, guys. I will get back to you. Maybe Reverse Flash here is the key because he's fast, has an AoE, has some under the shield stuff. I don't know, is there a green that has heal immunity? I guess there's Superman. Let's look at the green characters here. Well, Supergirl does, but on auto she won't be using it right away. That's annoying. Superman. Zod, maybe. Zod is a single target character the whole time, but he's also fast enough that his first ability might have gone already by the time Swamp Thing dies. That one is probably, if you have Zod, I don't have Zod geared out, unfortunately. So if you guys have Zod geared out, test that team for me. Let me know in the comments how well it works out. Because he's the only one, other than Superman, that has a single target heal immunity on his kit. And it's not guaranteed either, I don't believe. It has to be a crit. So, yeah. I guess that one's just gonna suck. It's gonna be 40 seconds, I think. Every time. It's gonna be hard to grind. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys. I hope that helped you. If you're curious about the fastest way to farm upgrade events, these are the teams that will help you do it. If you want to gear them out just because they have those AoE capabilities. Another for energy, you could also put Kid Flash, who's a fast character, starts out with an AoE. Let's see, let's look at just energy characters in general, because this is the one that we want to speed up the most. Reverse Flash could possibly be a good one. Hawk Girl has an AoE on her third ability. Grodd does too, and Grodd has this cool PvE stuff that he can do really well with probably, but I don't know how high his damage output is, so test that water too if you wanted to. I'm trying to find others. Clayface kind of, but he's slow. I'm not, maybe Firestorm. If you have a geared out Firestorm, that's another good one. Power Girl, that's another good one. That's it. That's all I see. So, get these guys geared out, see how they work out. And then, other than that, that's all I got. I hope it helped, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night.